All right, so we've been talking about a lot about commands and reporters and inputs and outputs, and you might be saying to yourself, TJ, why are you making me learn all these things? Well, I'm going to show you, because the ideas of commands and reporters and inputs and outputs are really important in eliminating defects from your programs. Okay, so let's say that I'm writing a procedure that says to reset, and I want to tell my turtle here to go home. So I say forward home. All right, and I'm going to make this a little bigger. And I say, okay, reset. And let's make this bigger here. I say reset, and he says, he did what I wanted to do. He went home, but I got this error message. Home didn't report anything to FD in reset. Okay, well that's still a defect, even though he did what I wanted. Because because imagine you're playing this game, right? And then you see this big error message come up. It's not something that you want to present to your users because they might think they did something wrong, or maybe it's not working right, even if it's doing exactly what you want, okay? So we need to take a look over here. It says home didn't report anything to FD in reset. Now this is telling us a couple of things. First of all, it's telling us that FD needs something. The FD didn't get all its inputs, and so it's looking for its inputs over here. Okay, so if we look up FD, that's the abbreviation for forward, right? If we look that up in the vocabulary, what's it going to tell us? Forward, FD. You know this one by now, but I'm going to look it up anyway because I want you to see in the vocabulary what it looks like. It says forward, and then the abbreviation is FD, and it needs a number for input, right? We did that exercise before, right? If you just say FD, it says FD needs more inputs, right? You need to say FD and then some number, right? Or you could say FDY core, and that works. So FDY core works, and the reason that FD home gives us the error message, FD home, right? So the reason why FDY core works is because Y core is a reporter. It reports a number to FD. FD needs a number, so you can either give it a number directly, or you can have a reporter after it that gives it a number. Let's check Y core in the vocabulary here. Y core, right there. Okay, Y core stands for the Y coordinate. Reports the Y coordinate to the current turtle. It's a reporter. So that's why this one works and this one doesn't. Let's look up home. Is home a reporter? Let's see. Home moves the turtle to the center of the page coordinates. So home makes something happen in the world. It doesn't give us information about the state of microworlds. It makes something change in microworlds. So it's a command. Okay, so you see why it's important, commands versus reporters. The command gives us an error message. The reporter works. Okay, as long as the reporter gives the input that the command or that this procedure needs and likes, then we're okay. All right. Oh, also one other thing important to notice, when we wrote FdHome in the command center, it just said home didn't report anything to FD. When we ran our reset procedure, right here it said home didn't report anything to FD in reset. This is really powerful and really important, and another reason why it's really good to write a bunch of small procedures rather than just typing everything out in the backpack, or in one of the rules tabs. This error message, because we ran FdHome out of a procedure, this error message tells us exactly what procedure has the error. So that's going to make it a lot easier to find that error, right? So if we said to reset and we just said home, okay, let me CC everything. Now if I say reset, bam, just goes to home, no error messages. Foo's happy, your user's happy, you're happy, everything's good, okay? So remember that error message. If it says didn't report anything to blank, that's telling you that you have a command in some place where you have a command in a place where you should have either like some kind of immediate input, like a number maybe, depending on the procedure that's looking for it, or you should have a reporter that let's make our heading interesting, that is going to report some value that this procedure likes. All right.